The gentlewoman from Richmond City, Ms. McClellan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Very briefly, I know it's been a long day. Ever since well before I got here, we have been trying to figure out how to fund our transportation needs. But there's been a voice that's been silent in that debate, and I stand to speak up on behalf of those folks. We've heard a lot about traffic in Northern Virginia and Hampton Roads, but the entire state has certain needs. And my concern with this bill is how it impacts the hardworking, low-income folks in the city of Richmond who may live in Gilpin Court or Creighton Court or Pick Court, Highland Park, who are struggling every day to make ends meet, who would love to be able to have a car but don't because they can't afford it, who are struggling to get jobs they can get to through the GRTC system in the city of Richmond right now, but their options are limited. And if this bill passes, we will lose about $800 million in a gas tax, a user fee paid by those that use the roads, including those from out of state. And we are trading it for increasing the sales tax on those folks who are already struggling to buy their groceries, to clothe their children. And at the same time, we're going to take more general fund money towards transportation at a time when we have struggled. I can't tell you how many times I've had to sit on this floor or in committee and hear things that we all agree are public policy, good public policy. We all agree would meet some of the needs of our citizens, including the working poor, some who can't afford health insurance, but we don't have the money to do it. Now we're going to have even less money to do it with, increase the burden on them, and what are they going to get? Hopefully there'll be a few pennies to go to GRTC to maybe connect these folks in the courts to where the jobs are in the suburbs. Their voices have been silent in the 8 years that I've been here, drowned out by the cries of Northern Virginia and Hampton Roads, and even Southside today with the tolls. I'm probably not going to be on the conference committee. I'm probably only going to have an opportunity to vote on what finally comes before this bill. But I ask you, when you consider this bill through the rest of the process and how to fund our transportation needs, you remember the voiceless who don't have a lobbyist, don't have a car, who aren't really paying much attention to what we're doing because they're struggling to make sure their kids have food on the table, shoes on their feet, and clothes on their back when they go to school, and that maybe they can afford to pay for medical care if they get sick. Think about them. And are you shifting the burden away from those who use the roads to those who can't afford to use the roads to fund our needs? And for that reason, I can't vote for the bill, and I hope you think about them whenever you come up with a final plan. Thank you.